How's it? Indian Cowboy, DocSports.com. Connect here on Sunday, December 8th, as we get this video to you. Hope you guys are doing well. Excited about this free pick video. I know I try to do a free pick video every single day, and I think our last one was we missed one yesterday, but we of course did a live show this morning, which had 8 great thoughts in advance. I think you're going to really like the live show. It had a lot of goodies in there. But hello, I'm Indian Cowboy, and this is Doc Sports. I'll give you an update on YouTube Premium in a second. Have your free pick winner in just a second. What do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have about 10 free selections today. That's exciting. Combination between NFL, NBA, and college basketball. So we'll get you all loaded up here. Don't worry. Then the game goes off at night. You have plenty of time to look into all those free selections. But hello, I'm Indian Cowboy. This is Doc Sports. Indian Cowboy's been around for 19 years. Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. Been around a long time. How this works is our best selections are over at docsports.com under Arun Shiva or Indian Cowboy. Our next best selections are our free picks and leans, which is the daily video you're watching right now. We have a popular YouTube premium teaching channel where we try to come at you every single day, and we give you 8 extra thoughts there. So 240 selections, all for just $20 a month. As you know, I have a doctorate and a master's in biostatistics. That's how these algorithms are based on, and it's been awesome for the last night. The algorithms have lasted for 19 years, so it's been pretty awesome. So, and what else do I need to tell you here? Of course, the link to YouTube Premium is in the comments section, as well as a link to how to get your free $60 worth of premium selections. I will have a live show today for you at 9 o'clock. I am really going to try to have that video for you every night at 9 o'clock. Sometimes we do it on the next morning when we don't have time the night before. But the idea is that we do it the night before so you get a head start to the next day's games. Not to mention some of them turn out to be premium selections as well. If you want even more content, be sure to subscribe to our Twitter. It has our latest updates, our hot takes on sports, and our latest videos are posted there. Okay? All right, let's get to your free play winner today. What do I need to quickly tell you about in our neck of the woods? We, of course, had a pretty good day yesterday. We have a 7-unit college basketball selection today at 5 o'clock. We're excited. We're on a 4-1 college basketball run. 7-unit NHL selection today at 7 o'clock. We have one back-to-back 7-unit NHL selections. Daily props are on a 4-0 run. We have an over on the Will Levis over passing yards. We're going to put out a season package, which is off the grid, for both props and soccer very soon, which will be available all next week. We only do it twice a year. And so it's an entire season package for a 15 to 20% discount. So college basketball's on or I should say daily props are on a 29-14 run for the season. That's the entire season for plus 5,200. Pretty good for a ROI of at least, 700%. MMA plus 2,400 on the year. Soccer, again, we'll put out that season package discount soon. 11-3 run for plus 3,000. And I told you, 7-unit NHL today, 4-unit NBA today. We come off a nice 4-unit winner on the Kings, minus the 5.5 on Friday. We passed on the card yesterday. We love the selection today. And 7-unit college basketball today at 5 o'clock. And 6-unit NFL selection on Monday. We have won 3 straight bowl seasons. We're 2-1 on football this week. We have a 4-unit selection today. And, of course, we have which is on the Atlanta Falcons. And they were up 7-0 the last time I checked. It's tied 7-all now, but we're catching 5.5 points. We'll see how that goes. And, of course, a 6-unit selection on Monday Night Football between Cincinnati and Dallas, which we love. All right? So I think that, my friends, is about it. And let's get to your free play winner today. And it is going to be on I like the over today in the NFL between the Chargers and Sunday Night Football against the Chiefs, okay? So, and I'll get to your other 9 games in a second. But I like the over here because the Chargers beat the Falcons 17-13, but that was some of their lowest output. Before that, the lowest output was around 15 points to Arizona. Then they put up 26 against New Orleans in their next game. Early on, they put up 10 against Pittsburgh and 10 against Kansas City. But the Chargers have been pretty good overall, right? 27 against Cleveland, 27 against Tennessee, 34 against Cincinnati, 23 against Baltimore, and, of course, now only 17 points against Atlanta. Kansas City, of course, put up 19 points against Vegas in a bad game. I mean, that was their lowest outputs, and 17 points against this very Chargers team and 26 against New Orleans. What I like about this game is the fact that Kansas City was up 10-3 at the half last time. Last time, I don't think Herbert really had an opportunity to show himself, right? It was early. It was sort of earlier in the year. Herbert only passed for 170 yards, I think, against Atlanta as well. I think the only way, or 150 yards against Atlanta last time. And when he faced Kansas City last time too, the final score is 17-10. But I want you to look at that game is that Herbert only passed for 180 yards in that game, right? 179 yards. I think he has to pass the ball. I think he has to open things up. I think Kansas City will force him to open things up. And I think the only way that the Chargers will be effective in this game is to go over the posted total. I also think Kansas City comes off a bad offensive performance in their last game. So it's a little bit of a homer selection because I know it seems a little off. I think people want to take the under because it went under last time. But I do like the over 43 between the Chargers and Kansas City. I like some other selections today too, but they go off earlier in the day, so I can't give them to you because I want this video to have a longer longer shelf life. But keep in mind that we're on a back-to-back free play run, 5-1, 7-2 run, 110-68. Our last free play winner was on Friday, Western Kentucky, Jacksonville State, and that went way over. I think Jacksonville State covered it on their own. So the next free selection for you today is I like the UCLA-Oregon under in college basketball today. Oregon won last year. They are 9-0 right now, but UCLA will be the absolute best defense they've played to date. UCLA is a top 5 defense, Mike Cronin's defense. They lost to them last year as well, so they have that motivation too. I think UCLA's defense will be fantastic, and therefore I like the under. Duke and Louisville in college basketball, I like the under, and I like Duke in this game. Duke beat Auburn. They could have a letdown. I get it. This is the ACC opener for them. I don't see them having too much of a letdown. Louisville is off back-to-back losses, though. Coach Pat Kelsey took a horrible Louisville team. Now they only had I think 3 wins last year, 3 or 5. No, 8 wins last year. They had 8 wins last year, and he's already got them at 5-3. He's done a wonderful job coming over from Winthrop, and then coming over from Winthrop. Obviously, I don't want to go too much against Louisville because they are off tough back-to-back losses. They lost by 23 to Ole Miss, and they lost by 22 to Tennessee before that. But I like the under here. I think the under makes a lot of sense. I think what Louisville does is play defense. They're top 30 in defense already. They're playing hard, and I think Duke could have a little bit of letdown. I lean on the under first, and then a smaller lean on Duke. New Orleans and San Antonio in the NBA. I like the under there. I will get to all the NFL games in a second, by the way. But yeah, New Orleans and San Antonio in the NBA, I like the under there. The only thing interesting for New Orleans is that who is playing, right? That it really depends on who's playing for them. Ingram, McCollum, and Murray is a pretty dynamic team. They just can't get them all healthy at the same time. Here's the bottom line. San Antonio gave 140 and 139 in their last 2 games. I just think they're going to play a lot better defense after giving up 140 to the Kings and 139 to the Bulls. And Sacramento shot 57% from three-point lane last game. The simple fact here is I think San Antonio plays a lot better defense, and I like the under. As it relates to Memphis and Washington in the NBA, I like Washington. I like the over. Memphis won 128-104 back in November. Washington has some revenge. Memphis just beat Boston. They put up 127 points as well. They could have a classic letdown. Washington had 7 players score at least 6 points or more in the last game, which is part of the algorithm that we use. I can see Memphis having a letdown and Washington having revenge, and Washington playing pretty well. And because Washington just beat Denver at home. Small lean on Washington. Utah and Sacramento in the NBA, I like the under there. Surprised that this line is as low as it is. Utah put up 140 points in their last game, even without Clarkson. Sacramento dropped 140 in their last game too. I think they have a little bit of a letdown. Keep in mind that these two teams just hooked up recently. I think they'll make the necessary adjustments, and I like the under in that game. Jackson State, Iowa. I like Jackson State. The team hasn't won a game this year, but I want you to know something. I know this team is 0-9, but Jackson State only lost to Arkansas State by 2 points, and Arkansas State's a top 140 team. They only lost to Vandy by 13 points, and Vandy has a very impressive coach, and that was one of the early games for Vandy, so he was really trying to prove a point with Vandy trying to blow teams out early, and they hung in there, only losing by 13. I know they haven't won a game, and Iowa has Iowa State on deck too, so I can see them losing by 33, and I think they're catching like 36. Now let's get to those NFL games. Seattle versus Arizona. I like Arizona today. They have revenge from losing to Seattle a couple of games ago. They come off back-to-back losses. Seattle comes off a rare 3 straight wins. I don't think they're going to be focused enough to win 4 in a row, and Arizona has the revenge and an absolute must-win in a division game. Give me Arizona. Chicago and San Francisco. It's interesting. I'll take a lean on the over in this game. I think Caleb Williams is coming on a little bit stronger. I think he's getting used to the offense a little bit better with his new offensive coordinator. Chicago put up 20 against Detroit last game, and they had 0 points in the first half, and they came on strong last game. San Francisco comes up scoring back-to-back 10 points against Buffalo and Green Bay, and 17 against Seattle. I think they bust out a little on the offensive side too. I almost made this my free play. I probably shouldn't make this my free play because this game goes off at 425, but I want this to have a longer shelf life. But my second favorite free play today is easily Chicago-San Fran over in the NFL. And finally, Buffalo and the Rams. Oh, man, I'm not trying to be a homer, but I'm going to take a small lean on the Rams here. Look, the Rams are 6-6. They need this game. Buffalo, of course, is killing everybody. Buffalo, of course, won 35-10 against San Francisco. But this team only beat Indianapolis by 10 on the road, and they only beat the Jets by 3. The Rams do come off a nice win against New Orleans, lost by 17 to Philadelphia, lost by 8 to Miami. When the Rams do well, games have a tendency to, kind of go over the posted total. But, this line is sitting at 52, so I either have to go with the over or I have to go with the Rams. It does scare me a little bit, so I'm going to change it. I'm going to go with the over. I think the Rams can be an active dog, and I can see this game going over the posted total. Don't forget, 7-unit college basketball today at 5 o'clock. Love it. 7-unit NHL today tonight at 7 o'clock. Love it. Be sure to like and subscribe to the videos, and I'll see you on the live show, YouTube Premium. It's a wonderful show. You get a head start for everybody else. You get 8 games. I'll see you on the live show tonight at 9 o'clock, around 9 o'clock. Take care. Bye-bye.